back and just didn't notice.
Just asking.
Yeah. Just a thought I had.
Could be. Bunch of them out yet. There are some folks there.
Of all that rain, it still only got like a half an inch.
Well, it helped.
Look at the drought monitor. There really didn't really much change.
Well,
so we're so far in deficit.
Better if we wouldn't have got it at all. We'd be even worse shape. So it's helping.
Oh, he said it could be a really cold winter.
Well, we
didn't really say much about snowfall.
Sure could use some snow.
Cold. Boy, they're really cold.
Well, if we get enough snow, we can bank against the base of the house.
Yeah.
And that will help insulate the base of the house.
Yeah.
If we don't and it gets cold, it's not going to be pleasant at all. cargo guy?
Don't know.
No, not big enough, I don't think. Making all over the place. Authentic German food and another car wash is going through remodel. This actually still open.
No clue.
So many of them are. They weren't security a lot of them years ago.
I think it's more of an apartment thing. I don't think it's really a
Hotel anymore. Probably right. Your arm right now. I need to know.
Yep.
This is falling apart more all the time.
Well, it's its own issue there. That's its own issue.
It has been for a while, yeah.
Well, before everything went down in the crap.
Well, long time ago it wasn't bad.
Problem is these hotels are just they're causing a lot of the problem up here.
Well,
didn't used to be.
Yeah, here we are.
Didn't actually used to be that bad up this area, really.
Well, no.
I don't know what the hell happened. I don't understand what changed.
Well, part of the problem is them letting all the drugs through the border.
Well,
yeah.
I know, but this part of town didn't used to be so bad.
Yeah, well.
And I don't know, within the last 5 years, gotten really bad.
Well, the flop house type of thing. You only need $40 for the night.
Yeah, it's just really, it's weird. You get down to a certain point up here where it's that little row, and then you get down to, like, say, the International Inn, and then you're good. For all the way down to the university, you're good. It's like good area.
Yeah, I am driving here, girl. Wait till I get done driving first, please.
But it's just that stretch that it's not good.
Can't stuff it in there perfectly for no miles, so they'll just have to deal with it.
Angle it. I'm big and I'm taking up all as much as I want.
Nice. That's probably right.
And a few other people, probably multiple other people, our names literally cause people to break here. I mean, I'm search the amount of fucking questions I get. It's like fucking art for me, dude. I just want to play the game. Although last night I had a really fucking good game with Jackson Breaker. She was hilarious. I was driving. You know how there's like that dirt lot in Sandy that like separates Sandy and Joshua?
Pizzas now or wait?
We go with Mom. Mom, an excuse to get out of the house.
Yeah. This is the first time in a while we went back. Actually feels pretty good.
Good.
Put that one pillow underneath me last night and elevated my back a little bit more, and I think
Helped a little
helped
bit.
a bit.
Yeah.
Just get it off all those little pressure point thingies out of my bed that are giving me annoyance because of my back hurting.
Well,
Just taking that little bit of a
when it's grumpy,
tick off is
when it's
good.
grumpy,
Yeah.
it doesn't take much.
It's more, yeah. That I took aspirin again, which I'm starting to dial back a bit. I'm worried about other things. Since Justin's wedding, I think.
It's been a while ago.
I got hankering for ice cream yesterday. I was looked in the freezer, like none of the
We ate
that one vanilla stuff was just
and it was
old, way
past
past
its
it.
prime.
It was just terrible.
And Mom and I forced our way to eat it.
Nah, it wasn't very good. No.
It was terrible, but I ate
Yeah,
it.
I was like, I wondered why. Well, a month ago, I was like, it really tastes funny.
Well, yeah, well.
I didn't realize it was past. I was like, yeah, it makes me think.
Yeah, should have thrown it in a long time
It's
ago.
just, it's hard to eat just straight vanilla, which is, I understand,
Well,
because there's
it's-
nothing else.
But the limitations are
that's,
what they
yeah,
are.
they are. There you go.
Probably going to consider trying to do some painting today.
It's not a bad day for it. Temperatures aren't too bad. Actually, not a bad day, actually. The bugs aren't so bad, it wouldn't be such a nice.
As my back wants to go.
Yeah. This is all of us.
We spent $165 on food yesterday, which kind of got my attention. Not complaining, just come on.
Yeah.
Haven't heard anything on Jen's mirror on her car yet when that's going to be in town. But
Did it just fall off on its own, or
she smacked that phone pole that she's been parking next to, caught the edge of it,
okay.
and that's so easy to do.
Did she have to go to a Jeep to do it?
She went to, she come and told me about it. I said, just when you come over, I'll take a look.
Okay.
Is it still on the car? Is it hanging by the wires or whatever? Okay, well, I didn't get up fast enough for her, and I was pumping Mom's legs, so it usually helps put me to sleep too.
Okay.
I was trying to have a nap when she was all over everything. I said, well, call State Farm and tell them what happened, and they'll tell you what to do. State Farm said, go get an estimate, and if it's $250 or left, you get to pay it.
Yeah.
And if it's over $250, you still get to pay the $250, but they pay the amount over $250.
Yeah, that's a good thing
That's the
about
way
insurance.
It's the way insurance works.
Yeah.
And you do it that way to keep the cost down.
Yeah.
So it's about $220 to fix it or something like that. And again, it's $100 for the mirror. I figured the mirror would be $200 or $300 by itself, but it's only $100 for the mirror and $100 labor. But I said, Jennifer, I've never taken your Jeep door apart. I don't want to take doors apart anymore.
Especially when you're still paying on that vehicle.
And I said, I want it to be fixed right. Because you have value in that vehicle and it's whatever. So anyhow, I said, I'm not going to Mickey Mouse something anymore. And even on our vehicles, I try not to Mickey Mouse stuff. It doesn't take that long to take it over to Tires Plus or wherever and have them fix it right. They just have to cry about the money. But I looked at I think when we first bought the van, the low pressure side of the power steering pump hose was leaking, and I had that replaced, and it's been fine. Well, since it's a 2003.
Yep.
And the high pressure side of that.
Last year, that when you put your foot down, you got all the power.
Yeah. 2003.
And I told that to one of the guys, his mechanic. I says, this is the last year that they did it when you got all the power and stuff. Afterwards, they went to this power assisted system, which didn't give you all the power you needed when you put your foot down. That, and they said that afterwards, as they went to these some kind of different throttle system, where when you if you mash the gas, there's about a second or two delay before the transmission, before you get all the power. And they went with some kind of new electronic thing. Whereas when we have the 03, it has a mechanical system, so when you put power, it just goes.
It really goes.
There's no this weight crap or whatever. Let the computer decide what it's going to do for fuel efficiency.
The high side of the power steering, the high pressure line of the power steering is leaking. So I looked at it and I went, okay, you got it.
Power steering.
You got it. Well, you don't want to burn the pump up either, or the system underneath the axles. So I looked at that and I said, I'm going to take it to the shop. Well, as I'm looking at it, from the pump, it goes to a bracket on the back side of the engine, and then down the back side of the engine underneath to where it hooks onto the steering control system underneath. And I said, there is no way in this world that I'm going to be able to do this or want to do this. So it was $250 some bucks for the part and $100 some bucks for labor. I said, I'll be glad. Yeah, and it would have been $400, but they gave me a military discount, so I got it for $381 or something like that. But you know, I feel a lot better with them doing it. Because I don't have to try to put myself in a position I can't get into, and I didn't deadline the vehicle and need to get it towed in to get it fixed.
I mean, even if you had your own lift.
Still.
It'd still be like
But when you're doing it all day, you get really good at it. And it ain't the first time you've done this model. So,
hopefully not.
Well, and you're seeing a lot of similar things with the same manufacturer. Even between their car and their van. A lot of the stuff's going to be similar. So I would much rather have them do that.
It's like anything with truck needs in some shop do.
Within, depending what it is. But I'm not going to take that shroud off again to replace a labor motor again. I'm not going to do that myself again. Not going to happen. I've done it on two vehicles.
They can do all the electronic thingies to monitor and measure.
I've
probably got something with the measuring things and stuff.
And you don't know all the what ifs. They have done it how many times?
Like every day.
This is your first time playing this game?
Well, it doesn't work, so we're going to mess with it 16 trillion times. Spend $500 where we could only spend $100.
Whatever.
Then you know how to do it, and then it never happens again for 10 years.
Well,
and you forget it.
That's kind of like working on a house. You learned how to do this, and well, that's like trying to get our points back from the credit card points, which I just assumed.
That's just a.
We spent.
You got 5 trillion points, and
We had
you now
70
qualify for a toaster.
We had 71,000 points.
Yeah, we got a new toaster out of it.
No, I did
that's
spend
all
a week or two fighting with it. We've got 2 smartwatches coming.
Oh. What kind?
Like Mom had before.
Oh, Fit
Something like
Craps.
that. But it's a $200 probably watch.
Oh, that better be the good one then.
Well, it's whatever we could get with the points we had.
Fitbit 2 versus or something.
Something like that. It does everything. Well, we'll see if it lasts 6 weeks or not. But it.
Oh damn!
I was gonna buy Mom the cast iron, French-made, expensive cast iron cookware.
We never use.
And Mom said it's too heavy,
Yeah.
and you're not supposed to put it in the dishwasher. So I guess that ends that discussion. So about the only thing that looked like it might be worth something, Mom wanted to get it.
Oh, I want to see what those. Do you have what those watches are?
Not in my hand.
No, I meant the. You look them up. I can look up what they are online. See if they're any good.
Well.
Then maybe I'll have to get a smartwatch.
Well.
I've been debating it.
I have to think about what it is. It probably tells.
Although I've heard different reviews on the new Galaxy one. They said that the UK version of the Galaxy one lets you have the blood pressure version, and then the US one doesn't because the FDA regulates, and they say if you have a blood pressure system on anything, it has to be accurate for like to medical degree standards.
Oh, well, that's just stupid.
And they're not. Either they've not certified the software or the hardware for the US version. Or
it's not quite as accurate.
Well, everywhere else in the world, it's fine.
Yeah.
The FDA hasn't certified yet
well.
the watch.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it can't work as well. It works just fine. And every review that anybody I've seen online says they hooked it up to the medical grade blood pressure thing. Heck, they even showed run the ER in the US. And it showed, and it was within like 2 points of, which is like margin of error right there.
Right.
And it worked just fine.
Yeah, well, I'll see.
Until the USDA or FDA actually certifies it, they won't. Either they can't sell it or they can't turn on that feature. I'm like, that's bullshit.
Well, welcome to the government.